Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Angela Ning. I'm the General Manager of IAE Global London office. IAE Global is a leading provider of the international student recruitment. So today we are presenting Culinary Management with Birkbeck, University of London. So it's our pleasure to to have the William Richard, the International Administrator from the School of Business, Economics and Informatics. And hello, Will.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Angela. Yes, I just wanted to briefly talk about my role. As I say, I work at Birkbeck University of London, and we have our very prestigious course with Le Cordon Bleu. And I just wanted to talk very briefly from my perspective, because although we're going to be talking about the program today, I just wanted to share some very important information that will be very useful to international students, our international applicants, and in fact, anyone who wants to improve their English language skills at Birkbeck. So what we have here is our pre-sessional English courses. And this is something I just wanted to quickly talk with everyone about, because while the Cordon Bleu works very closely with Birkbeck, we are also providing pre-sessional English courses, and that gives all of our offer holders, everyone who's interested in the Cordon Bleu program with Birkbeck, the opportunity to hit the ground running with their academic English abilities, their communication skills, their conversational English, you name it. These are not mandatory courses, fear not, but they are something that I highly, highly recommend. And actually, they are among some of the best value pre-sessional courses you can find in London. We offer a 4-week, an 8-week, and a 12-week pre-sessional course. And this table, although there's a lot of information there, as the title suggests, each course is a different duration, and they require slightly different entry requirements initially. Now, fear not, I'll be happy to explain all of this to you over email, but if you are interested in our pre-sessional courses, it might be something to consider, because it can really help you get the most out of your studies, particularly at Birkbeck with Le Cordon Bleu. So if I just swipe this over here, just this second slide I wanted to quickly show you before I pass back over. The course advantages, as I say, they give you the ability to improve your academic English skills, your communication skills, and it will really give you that confidence in London with Le Cordon Bleu to push yourself forward. Perhaps you're not too confident in your English ability. Fear not, we'll be able to help you and help you settle comfortably into your course. As I say, it's the best preparation you could ask for throughout the summer. And of course, it gives you that head start. So that's all I wanted to quickly talk about. So thank you very much for your patience, guys.
Thank you, Will. So yeah, so let's carry on. And I think we got Professor Anita Welsh here, the course director from Birkbeck. Hi, Anita. Hello,
yes.
Hello, Professor
Hi.
Welsh. How are you?
Do call me Anita. I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, right. Okay, so shall I pass the host to you, and then you can carry on the presentation?
I'm here to talk about our partnership programs, which we have, and I think it's worth talking about the two different institutions just at the beginning to indicate how distinctive this particular partnership is. Birkbeck is a college of the University of London, and as it says here, we've a tradition of nearly 200 years of educating people who work in London. So we have traditionally delivered classes in the evening. We're known as London's Evening University, and the classes, both at Birkbeck and on this award, on both the awards, are delivered in the evening. That has benefits because students can explore London in the daytime, and we do allow or advise a small proportion of part-time work. Le Cordon Bleu probably needs no introduction in the sense that it is an elite professional cookery school in London and a huge international network of culinary and hospitality in a very high level culinary teaching institution. And the partnership between the two of us provides an award that's internationally recognized in the particular sector. The awards we offer, I've just listed here. We offer an undergraduate award, a BBA in Culinary Industry Management, which is 3 years full-time. And we offer a postgraduate award, an MSc in Culinary Innovation Management, which is 1 year full-time. I'm not sure it's directly relevant here, but we also have a part-time route through that award. This little map is just to show you how it may not seem relevant at the moment in these times, but in normal times, you can see how close the two institutions are together. I would often, and probably will again, walk between them for meetings, and it takes about 5 to 10 minutes, and it's a very pleasant walk. So they're co-located, which makes it really easy physically to study at the two institutions. In terms of information on the Culinary Industry Management BBA, as I said, it's a full-time award, and that means students study 2 to 4 evenings a week during term time. One of the particular features of this degree is that in the long vacation between year 1 and year 2, there is a 10-week internship, sorry, where students are allocated a place in the industry and where they work and get experience. This means, particularly for international students, that the break between year 1 and year 2 in terms of potential holiday is about 3 weeks. So we think it's important that students are aware of that. The intention of the award, and sometimes this is misunderstood, this is not a culinary arts award. The award has not been designed to develop chefs. It wouldn't prevent someone being a chef, but they would need other activities outside the award. The idea is to educate people to be able to manage in the culinary industry. And as it says here, it provides a foundation in culinary techniques. And that's so that the students understand the nature of the industry in which they will operate. And also it includes management studies, which takes a global perspective. One of the advantages of working with Le Cordon Bleu is because it's a professional institute, it has particularly good links with the profession and with industry. And undergraduate students have industry visits and guest speakers. I've been on a couple of the visits with the students, and they really are absolutely fascinating. And they provide students with an opportunity to see really high-end organizations. This is a very busy little slide, so you probably won't get all the detail, but this gives an indication of the structure of the BBA, where the titles and the lists of names are lists of what we call modules. They're courses, and where the title is in bold, that means it's delivered at Le Cordon Bleu. So you can see that the professionally focused courses in each year are delivered by Le Cordon Bleu, and Birkbeck offers more general insight into aspects such as project management, marketing, etc. It also, in terms of the personal and professional development modules, has a thread through it of developing the kinds of soft skills that are important in the industry. Although the first year is compulsory, there is no choice in the first year. In the second year, students can choose options, and in the third year. The Masters, which is running for the first time this year, is full-time. It's a one-year program, and students attend 2 to 4 evenings a week. This has quite a different focus to the Undergraduate Award, although it can build on it. And the emphasis is on innovative aspects. We recognise that it's important for managers to look forward, to be future focused. And therefore this award is designed to develop that aspect. And as it says here, it looks at culinary innovation, customer experience management, something that's very, very current, general management, and operational structures in a global context. We are particularly strong on sustainability because that's very much an emerging issue, and experiences that our current students are very interested in that aspect. On the Masters, there are guest lectures and also demonstrations by the chefs within Le Cordon Bleu. Now, this again is quite a dense slide with lots of lists of subjects. The master structure, again, is half delivered at Le Cordon Bleu, half delivered at Birkbeck. Students can take 2 option modules, but they take a whole range of compulsory modules. And as you'll see, it looks both at the customer interface and internal operations within organizations. So kind of front of house and back of house aspects. This is a picture of a lecture theatre. At Birkbeck, one of the advantages, I think, of this programme is the difference in scale. At Birkbeck, students take modules with students on other awards, which gives them the opportunity to engage with a very wide range of students, broader than just their own cohort, while at Le Cordon Bleu, they have the advantage of being focused in a cohort. So it's a good mix of learning experience. We deliver subjects through a combination of lectures and smaller group seminars or workshops. They're opportunities for students to discuss things, really. We have a very wide range of online resources now, given the current situation. We've been delivering online for a year. Although we have an unconventional delivery model, i.e. classes in the evening, we do have the full range of student support departments, and that includes support for academic skills development, online advice and guidance service. We've got a students' union with clubs students can join. We do have a career service, but we find that students on these awards tend to gain more insight from Le Cordon Bleu for this particular sector, for obvious reasons. Now, this looks very glamorous. This is a demonstration room at Le Cordon Bleu, and you'll see that it's specifically designed to allow all the students to get a clear view of what the chef is doing. There's mirrors, and there are TV screens. And I've been to demonstrations there, and it's really, really easy to see what the chefs are doing. As I said, this isn't a Culinary Arts Award, but in terms of demonstrations, the first years in the undergraduate degree would spend about 70 hours in demonstrations, and the MSc has a module called Culinary Design and Development, and that involves demonstrations also. Now, this is a picture of the kitchens, and the kitchens really are quite something. But this applies, the kitchens applies to Year 1 students on the Undergraduate Award only. So the Culinary Techniques module in the first year is the module which takes place in this context. And one of the reasons that we have limits on the numbers of students we can recruit for this award is that there are a set number of workstations in the kitchen, and each student has their own workstation. So obviously that puts constraints on our numbers. Finally, I'll just give you a brief indication of where students may go. And the reason I say may go is that our BBA has been running for 3 years, and we get our first group of graduates this year. So we don't have alumni as such yet. But these are the kind of pathways that we envisage students may go into. I think it's important to say we also have mature students who have worked in the business and who already have an idea of the kind of career path they want, and they're using the BBA to get a professional development qualification. So employability may not be quite the right term. But anyway, these are the kinds of areas: new product and recipe development, food concept development. I'm talking to a student currently who's interested in developing insect-based foods in the UK. Food production management, training in the industry, ops management. We have a number of students who have a concept for a product and who envisage being entrepreneurs. And of course, there are a lot of opportunities in hospitality organizations. In terms of the MSc, there are some similarities and some differences, in the sense that often our MSc students, and again, it's the first year this year, so our first set of MSc graduates will finish in September. But these are the kinds of things we think it's likely to lead to. So product development, ops management again, contract, travel, and public sector catering, all big areas. More senior positions in the hospitality organizations. The undergraduate award would probably lead into a graduate scheme, whereas a master's would be more advanced than that. Education and food writing, we do actually have a student on the current program who's taking it with a view to becoming a food writer. business development, and both setup and corporate entrepreneurship. Difficult to pronounce that one. I think that's all I want to say.
Thank you, Anita. Thank you. So it's our Q&A section right now, and
Yes.
let's see if we got any questions so far. If you have any questions, can you please just type in the chat box? Thank you. We are on the Facebook Live as well. So if anybody got any questions, can you please also get it in just under our Facebook Live, and so we can get
queries, general queries, which I can probably answer.
Yes, please.
The entry requirements for both awards, for the BBA and the MSc, are given on the Birkbeck website, and they'll be attached to each award that you search against. It is not a dual degree program. Students take either the undergraduate bachelor's in business administration, or they take the master's, and there are different entry qualifications for those awards. There is, for the postgraduate awards, there is not a requirement to get additional equipment. Again, the detailed information is on our website, but for undergraduate students, because of the year-long module in the first year, which involves being in the kitchen, they are required to get kitchen whites and to get a limited set of knives. So that is additional expense. The internship, it varies. Usually we expect students to do it in London. If there is a specific reason to do it elsewhere, then that can be discussed with the program director. Generally speaking, we expect the internship to be in London. The number in a cohort, currently, I think we're this year's intake is planned to be about 30. The degree is, in order to be able to transfer between degrees, you have to have a strong similarity in content between one degree and another, and that makes it less likely that you would be able to transfer. Although if you wanted to leave the course partway through your studies and go to a different country, then any acceptance of successful study that you'd done with us, the decision would be with the admissions tutor of the course you wanted to go to. So I can't really answer that. The internships tend to be unpaid. Our students are novices, and the idea of the internship is to give them an insight into how high-end institutions operate. So they tend not to be paid because they're developing skills. They're not coming in to make a specific contribution to the organization. The degree certificate is a University of London, a degree that shows both Birkbeck and Le Cordon Bleu on the degree certificate, yes.
There's a question. Is it a dual degree program for both BBA and the MSc?
And it isn't a dual degree program. The BBA and the MSc are separate awards, completely separate awards. One is an undergraduate award and one is a postgraduate award.
But when they apply for the course, it will be 2 offers, right?
Sorry?
So when they apply for the course, will it be 2 offers, the 2 separate offers?
No. I've talked about the 2 awards because they are the 2 partnership awards we have with Le Cordon Bleu.
Okay,
Students only apply for 1 award depending on their educational background. So although we offer 2 awards, we don't expect students to apply for both of them. We expect students to apply for 1, depending on what their educational background and stage in professional experiences.
There's one more question here. Is it credit transfer available?
Well, credit transfer, we allocate credits to our modules, so it's possible for you to gain credits on the program. When you want to transfer credits from one institution to another institution, it's the receiving institution that makes the decision about whether to accept the credits or not. So again, I can tell you you'll get credits. It's also the case that on the undergrad degree, which is 3 years, we have written in what we call interim awards, so that if students successfully complete the first year and then have to leave or want to go elsewhere, they would qualify for a certificate in higher education. If they successfully completed 2 years and wanted to go elsewhere, they would qualify for a diploma in higher education. But in terms of, can I take studies from here to somewhere else, we can evidence the successful studies, but it would be the somewhere else that would decide whether they were acceptable or not. In terms of credit transfer from another institution, what we would need to do is we would need to see the detail of what's been done so that we can map it against the requirements of the award. So in terms of deciding about a credit transfer from an LCB institute elsewhere to this award, we would need to see the detail. We interview all applicants that we think may be suitable for our degree. So we have rounds of interviews quite regularly for both the BBA and the undergraduate degree. When students complete the BBA Culinary Industry Management, they get a degree certificate from the University of London with both Birkbeck and Le Cordon Bleu indicated. They are also presented with a parchment from Le Cordon Bleu to indicate successful completion of the award. Is there any deadline for the applicant? We're currently receiving applications, generally speaking, because of the time it takes to arrange interview rounds and to sort out, the various technicalities related to international study. We would suggest that students who are interested in joining this year apply fairly promptly. The deadline for applications, I think, is in the summer, but it's not a good idea to leave it that late. We'll also be balancing numbers. I'm an academic, so I'm not familiar with whether they're...
So you was talking about interview. So may I know what kind of interview you looking for? So basically, for most of the program, they might interview, I mean, like orally to describe why you apply for this course, things like that. But
Yes.
For these specific courses, so what kind of interview?
We don't actually. We would expect that there would be a clear reason that they would want to apply for this course, and we would expect to see evidence of commitment to the area. But we don't expect students to be able to cook. The culinary techniques module in the first year, which is the only kitchen-based module on the program, that teaches students the basics of French cuisine, and that lasts the whole year, and they start from a basis of preparing vegetables and becoming familiar with herbs and spices and things like that. So there's no requirement of demonstration of any sort. It's an interview, an oral interview.
Thank you.
This course has a limited, it's not that it has nothing to do with cooking. It has a very limited volume of kitchen-based modules. As I said, there's a kitchen-based module all through the first year, and there is a bit of engagement with the kitchen in one subject in the second year. Most of the classes, including the classes at Le Cordon Bleu, are classroom-based. So it focuses on the culinary industry. So students do things like a wine and beverages module, as well as the culinary techniques. And it looks at a whole range of different aspects related to the industry. It focuses on the industry rather than on cooking per se.
So that's very clear. Thank you very much, Anita. I think that's all for today. And
Okay.
yeah, so if you guys have any questions, please just contact with Birkbeck or contact with IAE, and we are looking forward to seeing your applications. Thank you all. Bye.